20 minutes.
No.
It's very slow.
Seriously?
It's very
You're, oh, it's picking up the speed.
slow.
Excellent. So it is, oh, not quite 6:30.
Not quite 6:30.
Seconds away. Seconds.
Beers.
Yeah, I got 6:30. But this is unnerving watching it go on the TV.
And when you're a kid, you used to record yourself.
6:30. Calling Board of Selectmen special meeting of August 26th, 2024, 6:30 PM. First item is a call, public meeting. So I move that the town of Willington notice and warning of public hearing, the electors of the town of Willington and all persons who are entitled to vote in town meeting on the matters mentioned in the following warning are hereby warned and notified to meet in public hearing at the Willington Old Town Hall, 11 Common Road, Willington, Connecticut, at 7 PM on Tuesday, September 10th, for the following purposes. Item 1, to see if the townspeople will appropriate $39,346 from the Capital Reserve Fund to account number 04.1.4053 pickleball court for the purpose of installing a pickleball court at the River Road Athletic Complex. Dated in Willington this 26th day of August 2024, Willington Board of Selectmen. Do I hear a second?
I second that.
Do I hear discussion?
Yeah, I'll be voting no. I think this is not advised at this point. We have many expenses in our town, ranging from school roofs that still are not complete after 4 years. They passed 2 town meetings. We have expenses relating to a fire department that doesn't work. We have, lots and lots of different, items that we need to take care of. This expense of, was it $40,000 with, I guess, I got some money from, that's money from the Lions, I think it was. Which is very, very good. But we still have $40,000 that we're gonna need to pay for this and, saving $40,000 on not installing a pickleball court isn't going to put roofs on the house, on our schools. It's not gonna tar our roads, all the other things that I hear from constituents all the time. You don't tar roads, you don't fix anything, our infrastructure is going to hell, all this stuff. Well, we have to start saving somewhere, we have to start saying no somewhere. It doesn't, we're not being frugal with tax dollars, so. I know that a lot of people enjoy the athletic conference, the athletic, I call it the second town green, but, that's why I voted to approve $220,000 to maintain it, and improve. But I don't think we need this. I hear from townspeople all the time that their taxes are too high. I hear from people I'm gonna have to move. We had tearful people in town hearings saying, I can't afford the taxes anymore. We are now a mid-tier town in terms of taxes. We're not low and we're not high, we're mid-tier. We provide no services. There's no fire, there's no police, and there's no trash pickup. There's no water, we don't have water, there's no city water. I'm gonna be voting no on this. Hats off to the volunteers. And to getting partial matching money from the Lions Club, it's great. I'll be voting no, I don't think it's a good idea. Pete and Andy?
Well, the vote is to simply send it to a public hearing. This isn't a vote on the viability of the actual expenditure. And I am a fan, I feel very strongly this is exactly how these things should go. That the public hearing is an open discussion with the legislature, basically the people of the town. This is their opportunity to ask questions without calling it to vote. Public hearing is just that. I mean, it's a open discussion, anyone can ask anything, and no decision is made during the public hearing. That is made during the regular agenda of the town meeting. So I approve of bringing, this is exactly how it should work. You have dedicated members of boards and commissions that are elected or are appointed, or at least, you know, that they're taxpayers, they're part of the town. And we know them, and they're doing, you know, work to make things better for the town in their eyes. And you have a board of finance that then looks at the finances, and they're dedicated and they're elected. And they're, you know, as representative government, they represent constituents. And then it goes back to the legislature. Everyone looks at it. The checks and balances are in place. And now in the public hearing, we've done many, I've done many of these, had many of these for planning and zoning, and they're lively. It's a fascinating thing to learn what people are thinking, and I think it's the best way to find out. And it's not our decision to spend the money anyway. It is ultimately the people of the town who will vote on it in the town meeting.
Well, I think there are checks and balances, and I've heard the argument many times that a certain group should not vote no, because we gotta give it to the people. I've heard it said, well, we had the Board of Finance, I've heard that several times on Board of Finance. Well, you know, I'm really not sure, and I think we'll just send it along, get it to the next stage, and then people can decide. So I disagree. We do have checks and balances. We have a proposal, then we have the committee looks at it and they give their okay, and the board of selectmen looks at it and they give their okay, and then it goes to town meeting, and then the decision is made there. And I consider this to be one of those checks and balances. We can disagree, and it's okay.
No, it is one of the checks and balances, you're right.
So my thought on the matter is, I agree with you, Matt, that if you're an elected official, you're here to represent people. And that if you feel strongly enough, you should probably vote no. Or if you feel that it shouldn't go to town meeting, you should vote no. On this one, however, I see a tremendous number of our tax dollars going to those citizens under the age of 18. And pickleball is not a game for those under 18. I think a majority of the people involved in pickleball are adults who need the outdoor recreation. So given the distribution tax ones, that's why I'm voting in favor of this. Is there anybody out there who has anything to say? Please make it very short, because we have limited time in this room before we have to give it up.
Joe Landrill, 240 Jared's Parks Road. I am the chair of this commission. I just want to say thank you, that's all. And I agree with what you just said, Mr. Tucker.
Thank you.
Bruce Lawler, 48 River Road. The only thing I ask is if you are going to vote on sending this to a public meeting, that you hold off on setting a date for it. We know that there's going to be a public hearing regarding the firehouse and the work that needs to be done there. So why not just have both of them at the same public meeting instead of setting two separate ones?
There is a time constraint on this, and if we're gonna vote for it, we have to set the time at this meeting by this exact wording. So that wouldn't be an option at this point. If we had that firehouse wording set up and ready to go, maybe we could table this, but I don't see that at this point. There's just not enough.
Remember, the public hearing is
Time.
not, sorry.
Yeah, no, this is the town meeting. This is where it will be approved by the town.
But a public hearing is not the vote, not,
Yeah, it is.
It is. Okay, well, that's different. Because that's not how we do public hearings in planning and zoning. Public hearing is.
Yeah, no, this is this should be public meeting, town meeting, not a public hearing. Well,
Well, there's a public hearing is held at a town.
we need a town meeting.
And that's what I thought we're doing, call for town meeting,
Change that word,
then the public hearing.
town meeting.
A hearing is different than a vote. It's,
Yeah.
it's a different animal, I thought.
We need to make a new motion. This needs to be a town meeting rather than a public hearing.
So we just read it.
So the heading is just.
Well, the heading in the second and third line.
Okay.
So,
That changes.
amending the motion.
Okay.
Town of Wellington notice and warning of town meeting. The electors of the town of Wellington and all persons who are entitled to vote in town meeting on the matters mentioned in the following warning are hereby warned and notified to meet in town meeting at the Wellington Town Hall, 11 Common Road, Wellington, Connecticut, at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, September 10th, 2024, for the following purposes. Item 1, to see if the people of the town will appropriate $39,346 from the Capital Reserve Fund to account number 04.1.4053 pickleball court for the purpose of installing a pickleball court at the River Road Athletic Complex, dated at Wellington this 26th day of August 2024. So this is
So you made the motion.
in public meeting
Actually, it's town.
in town meeting.
I'll second that one.
Okay. Does anybody change their mind on what they're saying?
No, but I would like to make a point that I think that public hearings are valuable. I would like to see more public hearings early on in conversation.
Right.
Just-
So the hearing and the meeting, the
Yeah, yeah.
voters are in the same meeting.
Like, for instance, like you mentioned, the fire department.
Right.
If that ever does, I'd like to have a public hearing long before it ever comes to
Yeah.
vote. For information, get the people informed, and let our.
I think that when, for a lot of that stuff, we're gonna have to do
Yeah,
that.
I've
For
seen
some of the smaller stuff,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
instance, the drainage for the temporary.
Yeah.
Again, maybe we could do that in one shot, I don't know.
I'm a big fan of informing everybody what's going on.
All right. So, any more?
No, call to me.
All in favor? Oh, wait, let's do this by roll call. Andy,
I vote aye. Bring it to town.
Matt,
No,
me, I. So, there we go. What we will do is we will go upstairs after this and get this retyped and then sign it. Alright, next on the agenda, motion for town clerk recognition. As many of you know or don't know, Robin Campbell has resigned from her position as town clerk. We're currently in a search for a new town clerk. But I would like to move that we issue a certificate of recognition to Robert H. Campbell for appreciation of her 15 years of dedicated service to the town of Wellington. Her exceptional work as both an administrative assistant to the Board of Selectmen and as the town clerk has elevated the service that the town of Wellington provided for its citizens. Presented on this 26th day of August 2024. Peter Tanaka, first selectman, Andy Marco, selectman, Matt Clark, selectman. Any discussion?
no, we need a second.
Oh, second,
I'll second.
all right,
How many years, Peter?
15. All I know is that when I came in as first selectman, Robert was invaluable to me as a,
Robin,
that's what I said.
it sounded like you're saying Robert.
I said, I
There is a
meant to
Robert
say
Campbell
Robert.
out there.
There is a Robert Campbell
Yeah,
out
there
there,
is.
yeah, I've known him for 60 years,
Yeah, right.
probably longer. Yeah, Robin was invaluable to me as a new first selectman, making sure that things got done correctly. So we thank her very much, and
Turns out she's a pretty nice person too.
Yeah.
oh, she's, yeah, exceptional.
It's all right.
We're lucky to have.
And we wish her well in her new endeavors.
Have those new endeavors been announced?
She's got a job at Eastern,
Oh.
Eastern,
Oh.
working for the state. Which comes in handy because her union covers, kids that are in school, and she's got a kid in school, just started.
That's very nice. Oh, yes.
Better girl.
Yes. And we hope that, you know, anybody they can. We We're sad to see them go, but we're happy that they're doing better in life. So that's all we have on the agenda for tonight. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
All in favor?
All in favor? Aye. Meet me upstairs to re-sign this thing if you would.
Now you're heading upstairs or?